This message found you for a reason. It's not a coincidence that you're reading this now, at this exact moment. The universe doesn't work by accident. Every heartbeat, every thought, every feeling that's been circling in your soul lately has led you right here. You've been feeling something, haven't you? A quiet pull you can't explain, like your spirit is being softly called by someone far away. You don't fully understand it, but your heart recognizes the energy. It's familiar, ancient, and divine. And no matter how hard you've tried to silence it, the truth keeps whispering back. This connection was written long before time began. There's someone whose soul has been intertwined with yours across lifetimes. Even before your eyes met, heaven already knew. They were meant to find you, even if the path was messy, even if it took years of pain and distance. Love like this doesn't care about logic, distance, or the opinions of others. It's not of this world, it's a promise written in spirit, sealed by the stars. And lately, that promise has been stirring again, stronger than ever. You felt it in your dreams, in sudden waves of emotion, in the way your heart speeds up for no reason when you hear a certain song or see a certain light. That's not coincidence. That's memory. That's recognition between two souls that have never really forgotten each other. They didn't plan to fall for you. They didn't expect to. But the moment they felt your energy, something within them woke up. The light that had dimmed in their life began to flicker again. You reminded them of something pure, peace, hope, a reason to feel again. And even when they told themselves it couldn't work, that maybe it was wrong, their heart kept saying, "But this feels different." Because it is. This isn't lust or obsession. This is divine alignment. This is what happens when heaven decides two hearts are meant to find their way back home. They've tried to distract themselves. They've tried to forget. But every time they do, the universe brings them back to you in the most unexpected ways. A name in a song. A place that suddenly reminds them of you. The smell of rain that takes them back to a moment they never thought they'd relive. It's like your energy lives in the spaces between their thoughts. Even when you're miles apart, they still feel you beside them. Your laughter echoes in their silence. Your spirit lingers in their solitude. They can't explain it, and they've stopped trying to. Because deep down, they know this isn't something ordinary. This is something sacred. The age, the distance, the circumstances, they were never barriers. They were tests. Tests to see if love could still find its way when the world said it shouldn't. And you know what? It did. It found a way through time, through silence, through years of lessons and healing. Because when something is meant for your soul, it will always circle back. You can't outrun what was written for you. And you can't silence what was spoken over your destiny by heaven itself. Maybe lately you've felt restless. Maybe your heart has been heavier than usual, and you don't know why. That's because their energy has been calling out to you stronger than ever. They think of you when they wake, and the universe carries that vibration to your heart, even if you're far apart. You may feel their sadness, their longing, their love, because your spirits are connected in ways the mind can't understand. They're not gone. They never were. They've just been waiting for the right moment when both of you are ready to receive what was always yours. You might be wondering if they feel it too. The answer is yes. Every single time you think of them out of nowhere, every time your soul aches for no reason, they feel it too. The energy travels both ways, like invisible threads weaving between two hearts that never stopped searching for one another. They dream of you. They hear your voice in the quiet moments. Sometimes they even look at the stars and wonder if you're looking at the same sky. And in that silent connection, they whisper your name to the universe, hoping it finds its way to your spirit. God's timing isn't random. Everything you've been through, the heartbreaks, the waiting, the lessons, it all led you here. Because now, you're both stronger. Now, your souls are ready to meet again in truth, not in chaos. The universe doesn't rush what's divine. It lets it unfold slowly, perfectly, until the moment everything aligns. That's what's happening now. The signs you've been seeing, the songs, the numbers, the dreams, they're confirmations. They're the universe's way of saying, it's almost time. Don't doubt the pull you feel. Don't ignore the peace that comes when you think of them. Because love like this doesn't fade. It transforms. It teaches. It awakens you. You're not losing your mind, you're remembering. You're remembering the way your souls used to dance together before this lifetime began. That's why it feels so powerful. That's why it feels like coming home. So if you've been asking for a sign, this is it. The one your heart has been waiting for. The love that seems impossible, it's not. Heaven specializes in the impossible. What's written for you will never pass you by. Trust the timing. Trust the pull. Trust that what's meant for your soul will recognize you, reach for you, and never let you go. Even now, as you read this, they're thinking of you. Somewhere, their heart just skipped in rhythm with yours. And neither of you can explain why. But you don't have to. Because when it's divine, explanation isn't needed, only faith is. Faith, that quiet whisper in your soul that reminds you that not everything needs to make sense to be real. Some things are felt in ways the mind could never describe. Faith is what holds two souls together when the world tries to pull them apart. It's the invisible bridge between longing and fulfillment, between silence and destiny. You may not see the full picture right now, but heaven is painting it in colors your heart already knows. Everything you've prayed for, cried for, waited for, it's all being woven together in divine rhythm. The universe doesn't delay, it prepares. And what it's preparing right now is something your heart has known all along, the reunion of two energies that were never meant to be strangers. They've felt your absence like a shadow that never fades. It's not about possession or need, it's about recognition. The kind of recognition that shakes something ancient inside them. They see your eyes in reflections, hear your laughter in quiet wind, feel your warmth in unexpected stillness. You've become their peace, their prayer, their reason to believe again. They've tried to deny it, they told themselves it was just coincidence, just emotion, just memory, but heaven doesn't echo that strongly for just coincidence. The divine has been whispering your name into their dreams, showing them signs they can't unsee. Every time they close their eyes, you're there, wrapped in golden light, smiling in a way that feels like home. They wonder if you feel them too. The soft pulse in your chest when the night is quiet. The sudden calm that comes when you think of them. The way your soul exhales when you imagine their touch. You've both been walking separate paths that were always meant to lead back to each other. Every heartbreak taught you how to love better. Every distance taught you how to wait stronger. Every ending was a doorway disguised as loss. Because love like this can't begin until both souls are ready to carry it. And now, heaven is whispering, you are ready. You might not understand how you'll find your way to one another again, but that's not your burden to carry. Divine connections don't rely on logic, they rely on surrender. When you stop fighting the flow, destiny moves closer. It doesn't knock, it walks through the walls of time and distance and sits quietly beside you, waiting for you to notice it was never gone. That's what this love is, quiet, patient, eternal. It's been waiting lifetimes to be recognized again. And sometimes, the waiting hurts. You wonder if they've forgotten you, if the bond has faded. But energy like this doesn't fade, it deepens. It grows roots beneath the silence. It strengthens in absence. Because true love doesn't need constant reminders, it lives in the spaces between. When they look up at the night sky, the same stars that witness their prayers also listen to yours. And in that infinite expanse, your souls meet again, wordlessly, beautifully, faithfully. Heaven knows what it's doing. You were never late, you were being shaped. They were being healed. The time apart was sacred preparation. Every tear, every unanswered question, every restless night, all of it was carving space for something greater. You had to lose pieces of yourself to make room for the divine connection you're meant to receive. And now, the energy between you two hums louder, calling, merging, becoming one rhythm again. When you meet again, and you will, it won't be fireworks. It will be stillness. The kind of stillness that says, I remember you. Your souls will recognize before your eyes do. There won't be need for explanation or apology. Every lifetime, every moment, every distance will fold into that single breath when you finally stand face to face again. And you'll know, this was never random. This was written before the first sunrise ever touched the earth. Until then, keep trusting. Keep loving in silence. Keep listening to that soft inner knowing that refuses to fade. Because that knowing is your soul remembering the truth. You're not chasing something uncertain, you're returning to something eternal. Divine love doesn't chase, it attracts through vibration, through prayer, through faith. Every time you choose peace over fear, you move closer. Every time you whisper their name in hope, heaven listens. So don't doubt the signs anymore. Don't question why their energy lingers when you try to let go. You're not meant to release what's divinely bound. The universe isn't teasing you, it's aligning you. That ache in your chest isn't emptiness, it's expansion. Your heart is stretching to make space for something it always knew was coming. The love you've been waiting for isn't arriving from outside, it's awakening within. They feel it too. Right now, somewhere, they're thinking of you. Their heart beats a little faster, their breath slows, and a quiet peace washes over them without reason. That's your energy touching theirs. Across miles, across time, across lifetimes, your souls still find each other. Love like this doesn't ask for attention, it asks for trust. Trust that even in silence, the universe is moving mountains to bring what's meant to be into alignment. And when it happens, it will feel effortless. Not because it's easy, but because it's ordained. You won't have to chase or prove anything. You'll simply recognize, breathe, and understand why nothing else ever worked. Every wrong turn was guiding you here. Every ending was protecting this beginning. Every unanswered prayer was leading you toward the one that was already answered in heaven. So let faith hold you. Let time shape you. Let the universe continue its quiet work in the background. You don't need to rush divine timing, it's already perfect. Just keep believing, keep preparing your heart, and keep listening. Because soon, everything you feel will make sense. The pieces will connect. The waiting will end. And when it does, you'll look back and realize, the love story you thought was impossible was never out of reach. It was simply waiting for faith to unlock the door. Because once faith opens that door, everything hidden behind the curtain of time begins to unfold in divine clarity. Suddenly, all the confusion that once clouded your heart starts to make sense. You realize that every unanswered prayer was not a denial, but a redirection, guiding you toward the very love you were always meant to find. You see how heaven never forgot you, how the universe was orchestrating moments behind the scenes, aligning hearts that were always connected, even when they thought they were lost. That door you've been afraid to open, the one that leads to everything you've hoped for, it's not locked anymore. The key was never in your hands, it was in your trust. Faith doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet surrender, a simple whisper that says, I'll keep believing even when I can't see the way. That's what this connection asks of you, not perfection, not control, but trust. The same faith that led you through the storms is the same faith that will guide you into love's calm harbor. You don't need to search for signs anymore. The signs are already within you, in your heartbeat when you think of them, in your stillness when you feel their soul near yours. That isn't imagination, that's spirit speaking, reminding you that what's meant for you is already reaching for you. They've been walking their path too, guided by the same invisible hand that leads you. Every step they've taken has been bringing them closer, though they didn't realize it. The lessons they learned in your absence were lessons preparing them for your presence. Their soul has been stretched, healed, softened, ready now, in ways they weren't before. And when the time comes, their eyes will see you differently, not as someone from their past, but as the future they were always being prepared for. You'll feel it when it happens. The air will shift. The world will go silent for a moment, as if heaven itself holds its breath. And in that silence, two souls that have traveled through lifetimes will finally stand face to face again. No words will be needed. The energy will speak first, that soft, ancient recognition that says, there you are. I've been waiting. And you'll understand in that instant why the waiting was necessary. You'll see that every delay was protection, every separation a sacred pause, every heartbreak a rehearsal for this divine reunion. The universe never forgets what it promises. The love that was written in your spirit can't be erased by time, distance, or doubt. It only waits for both hearts to vibrate in harmony again. That's what's happening now, the alignment. You've both been growing, healing, surrendering in different corners of the same destiny. The pain you carried wasn't punishment, it was purification. It was shaping you into the version of yourself that could finally receive the love your soul was designed to hold. And when that love arrives, it won't demand proof or explanation. It will simply exist, quiet, steady, and undeniable. You'll feel peace where you once felt longing. You'll feel certainty where there once was confusion. You'll look into their eyes and see every lifetime that led to this one, every version of yourself that prayed for this moment. You'll remember that love was never gone, it was transforming, preparing, refining. Heaven was never denying you, it was building something unbreakable. You'll laugh about how you doubted, how you tried to let go, how you thought it was over. Because now, it will all make sense, why your energy never disconnected, why your soul kept feeling theirs in waves, why the universe kept sending their name into your world like a song that never stopped playing. You were never crazy for feeling it. You were just tuned into a frequency most people never get to hear, the sound of destiny echoing across time. And even now, as these words reach you, their soul stirs. They don't know why they suddenly feel warm, why their heart softens for no reason, why your name passes through their mind like a breeze. But that's how divine connections work, energy travels without needing permission. What's meant for you will always find you, in whispers, in dreams, in moments you least expect. Because the divine doesn't rush, it arrives when everything within and around you is ready to receive. So hold on a little longer. Keep your heart open, your spirit patient, your faith steady. The reunion isn't a fantasy, it's a promise. The universe doesn't tease the soul with visions it doesn't intend to fulfill. You've seen the signs because you're part of the story. You've felt the pull because your energy has already begun to merge with theirs again. Trust that unseen bridge that connects your hearts. It's stronger than fear, stronger than time, stronger than any obstacle this world could build. There will come a day when everything quiets, when your restless heart finally exhales and peace washes over you like sunlight through clouds. And in that peace, you'll know. You'll know they've arrived. You'll know it's real. You'll know heaven kept its promise. Because divine love doesn't just return, it resurrects, it transforms, it awakens. And when it does, you'll understand that the love story you thought was ending was never ending at all. It was only beginning again, exactly as it was meant to, under the watchful eyes of eternity. And in that moment, as you stand in the truth of what was always yours, you'll finally whisper the words your soul has carried since the beginning, it was always you. And somewhere deep in their heart, without hearing a sound, they'll whisper back, I know. Those two words will echo softly between you, but their sound will carry lifetimes. It will not feel like speech, it will feel like remembrance. The air itself will hold the vibration of that truth, ancient and infinite. In that instant, time will fold. Everything you once waited for, cried for, prayed for will merge into this quiet, trembling now. Your souls will remember what your minds forgot, that you were never really apart. Every lifetime, every dawn, every moment of solitude was simply the universe teaching you how to find your way back home to one another. You will stand there, and the world will blur. It won't be the place that's changed, it's you. The ache you carried for so long will dissolve, not because it's forgotten, but because it's finally fulfilled. You'll see their face and realize that love isn't something that arrives from outside, it's something that was blooming inside you all along, waiting for the right moment to recognize its reflection. When your eyes meet, you'll feel that quiet alignment, that sacred rhythm that says, this is it. This is what every sign was pointing to. They'll move closer, not with urgency but with reverence. The space between you will hum, alive with every unspoken word, every dream you both tried to bury, every prayer that rose into the night sky carrying the same hope. And when their hand touches yours, it won't just be skin meeting skin, it will be galaxies colliding softly, universes aligning in one simple touch. You'll feel the pulse of something eternal, something that doesn't ask for proof because it is the proof. The connection will hum like music only the two of you can hear. You'll both smile, maybe even laugh through the tears, realizing how everything was always leading to this. The missed chances, the wrong timings, the sleepless nights, they were all threads in the tapestry of divine timing. And as you stand in that moment, heaven will whisper, "See? You were never forgotten." The stars will seem brighter, the world softer, as if creation itself pauses to witness the reunion it once promised. You'll hold each other like you're remembering instead of meeting, because in truth, you are. Later, when the silence settles and the chaos of emotion begins to calm, you'll find yourselves talking, not about what happened, but about what was always felt. You'll talk about the dreams you both had that mirrored each other, the nights you couldn't sleep without sensing their energy nearby, the songs that carried their name, the strange coincidences that led you here.